Our next speaker, Santosh Venkataraman, A Day in the Life of a Dad. A Day in the Life of a Dad, Santosh Venkataraman.
Did you know that there are some people in this world who just love to see you suffer? They get this evil satisfaction from making you cry in frustration. They will drive you absolutely nuts with their actions, but you cannot do anything to them. These people are called children. Look, I love to sleep, I confess, and I absolutely hate it if somebody wakes me up from one. I don't care if the world is burning around me. Just give me my pillow, my Hugsy friend Rufus, and I can sleep peacefully like a baby. However, as in each movie, for every hero there is a villain. That's where my cute, chubby monster son comes into the picture. Like the other night, I was mindlessly scrolling through Facebook for almost 1 hour, liking and sharing cute cat videos online. Then I fell into this deep Indian sleep. Oh my God, it was so good. I was so completely relaxed. I was dreaming of chasing this beautiful Indian princess somewhere. Oh, princess. And suddenly in a few hours, Daddy, wake up! No! Princess, Daddy! I looked at the time. Oh man, it was 5 a.m. on a Monday morning. Thanks to this little villain, it was going to be a long day ahead. So I removed him from bed and I put him on the ground. And he sped away like a race car into the kitchen. I could hear his feet stomp across the wooden flooring when he was running. Top, 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 top. I was so scared. Look, you should know something about my son. He's very famous in our entire building. Everybody knows him. Like the other day, I was walking to office and I met this elderly lady from my building who said, "Hola, señor, ¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? Is your son okay? I could hear that poor child screaming and shouting throughout the night, that poor thing." I was so damn embarrassed. I said, "Look, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it bothered you so much. Are you my next door neighbor?" She said, No. I live on the first floor." For your information, my house is on the 7th floor. Yes, that's how loud my son shouts. So after this top, I was sure I was going to be thrown out of the building. Anyway, in a couple of hours, it was time to take him to school. Now, between my house and the school, there are not one, not two, but 3 damn parks. There is something seriously wrong with these people in Barcelona. They have built parks everywhere, my God, and they're so beautiful with those cute little slides and swings. Looking at that, my son went crazy. He was like, "Daddy park, Daddy park, Daddy park, Daddy park." I looked at the time. Oh man, 30 minutes to the first meeting with my boss. So I told my son, rather calmly, "Look, you have 5 minutes, mister, not 1 minute more. And we are not negotiating on this. Are we clear?" So after 20 minutes, we went for a school. Once again, thanks to this little villain, I had to run back all the way to start my meeting. Work was as usual, 24 hours packaged into 8. And by the end of the day, I was done. Zero energy. Well, at night before going to bed, I was creating some story on Instagram. And I could hear my wife struggling to put my son to bed. He simply would not go in. He was shouting and screaming and shouting and screaming, and that's it. I had had enough. I wanted to go inside, burst into his room, give him a piece of my mind. I stormed into his room. I opened the door. I looked at his eyes. He looked at mine. And suddenly, he jumped out of the bed. He ran towards me. He hugged me tight, kissed me, a small tear running down his little cheek. And he said, "I love you, Daddy." Oh, at that very instant, all the anger that I had inside me vanished. When my son's small body was tightly pressing against mine, I realized what a precious little gift I had wrapped in my arms. The entire day's frustrations were absolutely worth it. And I smiled the biggest smile. Well, thinking back on the events of the day, do you know what I realized, Toastmasters? All that children are wanting and looking for is to spend quality time with us. But we are so busy in our day-to-day lives that we forget to spend quality time with our children. And instead, what do? We are scrolling mindlessly through Facebook or Instagram, befriending new people who are thousands of miles away instead of spending time with the loved ones who are right next to it and demanding for it. Isn't that funny? Children don't need expensive toys or gifts to be happy. The best gift you can give your child is your time. Nothing beats that. So invest your time very carefully in what really matters. I realized that throughout the day, I had been the villain, and my son, he had been the real hero. Well, I picked him up in my arms. I looked at his cute, dreamy, sleepy eyes. I kissed him goodnight, hugged him, and put him on the bed. And I watched him sleep peacefully like an angel. Well, I was so content that I also fell into that same deep Indian sleep. Oh, oh princess. Oh. And suddenly, in a few hours, Daddy, wake up. No, 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 no. Over to you, Contest Chair.